Namaste and welcome. At Heart of Living Yoga, we've been putting together some resources on our website, which we hope will be useful to you all the time, but maybe particularly in these uncertain times. Part of this is a series of short videos outlining some yogic breathing practices, or pranayama. Prana is life force or energy. A yama means extending or controlling. So when we breathe in, we're breathing in oxygen and also bringing in prana. Prana can be moved by the breath around the body to where it's most needed. And pranayama as a whole can have a good number of benefits, both physical and mental. It can help oxygenate the body more effectively, especially the organs. It can improve the circulation of the blood and enhance mental and physical equilibrium. It's not just yogis who believe this. The medical profession also acknowledges that breathing techniques can help very much with anxiety, with panic attacks, and perhaps with things like depleted lung function. So let's unpack it a little bit further. First of all, let's take the lungs. Here they are, our beautiful lungs packed into this nice tight space between the ribs, which expand when we breathe, the diaphragm, which helps us to breathe. But if we were to take these lungs and spread them out, we would find that they had an incredible surface area. So they're put together, and I suppose you can think of the surface of the lung as being a bit like a cauliflower. Okay? But if you took all those lumps and bumps out and spread them out, you would find that a pair of lungs can cover between 50 and 75 square meters. That's about half a tennis court. So it's an awful lot of area, isn't it? But most of us only use about 20% of this. We tend to breathe in the top of our lungs rather than using the whole capacity. So as we breathe in, that inner surface of the lung allows the oxygen to be picked up by the blood, carried around the body to wherever it's needed. So it goes from the roots of your hair down to the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes. Then the reverse is true. The waste products are picked up by the blood, taken back the heart pumps that blood then to the lungs pick up all the waste products, and we exhale that. So that's that in and out that we do as a normal thing. So back to the tennis court. How can we make sure that we're actually using all this and making ourselves run around this tennis court properly? So learning to breathe more deeply and efficiently allows more oxygen to circulate to all the organs and the rest of the body. More waste is expelled, and we get healthier, stronger lungs. And one question asked is often, why do we actually breathe through the nose? So in pranayama practice, in general, yes, we breathe in and out through the nose. This isn't always true, as you'll find as you go through the videos, but as a general rule, that's true. Nasal breathing is very, very natural to us, and it has a reason for that. Our noses are lined with mucous membranes and also tiny little hairs in there called cilia, and they filter the air to take out foreign bodies that might be there. They make the air moist so that it goes into our lungs. It isn't drying in our throats as it goes down to our lungs. And it heats or cools the air so that it is depending on the outside temperature, so that it is suitable as it goes into our own chests. So you can think maybe that on a very cold, frosty morning, you might put a scarf around your mouth if you're breathing through your mouth, because you can actually get quite sore in the chest at times doing that. So as well as physical benefits, pranayama can almost help us to keep a mental and emotional equilibrium, reducing anxiety. So when we're anxious or we're frightened, the fight or flight response kicks in. So it enables our body, gets our body ready to run away from our enemy, to fight our enemy, or sometimes just to freeze and hope that we're not noticed, find a good place to hide. Now, some of us, this is a very natural response to danger. Some of us can get stuck in it so that we end up feeling anxious all the time. And the physical effects of that stress, the hormones, the other physical effects of it, mean that that can have a very poor effect on our health. So we want to get out of that situation. Of course, that fight or flight response can be very useful in a physical situation, as I've said. But at the moment, what's happening? We have coronavirus lockdown at the moment. So we have an enemy that we can't see, we can't hear, we can't smell, we can't fight it other than by keeping ourselves healthy and away from other people. And we can't run away from it except by locking ourselves in our homes. So we have no real physical response. And sometimes that means that this anxiety, this low-level anxiety maybe from this, just keeps going round and round a loop. So we need to find a way out of it. And deep breathing, or the Pranayama practices, are a way to switch our bodies from this fight or flight response into more of a relaxation response. That automatically happens when we slow the breathing, we have fuller breathing, and then just gently start to relax and calm down. You may, after watching this, you may like to just think about how you feel about this. But when we get into that state of a little state of anxiety, then we tend to breathe in the upper part of our chests in quite a shallow way. You might also find that you do a lot of sighing, and sighing is a way of expelling the breath and then making us take in a deeper breath again. So again, getting a little bit more oxygen into our systems and sort of taking out the waste products as well. So what we want to do is move from the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight response, to the parasympathetic, the relaxation response. So what can we do to enable this to happen? The pranayama decreases the effects of stress, increases overall physical and mental health. It helps us deepen the breath and enables us to use up to 7 times as much of our lung capacity as we have done in the past. So I hope this little introduction has been useful and you begin some of our breathing techniques. They are numbered and we recommend that you take them in turn, starting with number 1, the very gentle and deep, soft belly breath. So thank you for watching. Namaste. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.